Some stealth bombers dropped their first payload, wiped out my entire army. 20 minutes of building tanks, gone.
Then I realised nothing in the game could actually shoot the stealth bombers, so I just sent them to destroy the enemy base on their own and complete the mission anyway. That's the current state of Powerplay's balance, and it's also the most fun I had with it. Powerplay is a command and conquer inspired RTS with Factorio-light supply chains from developer Frantic. You build a base, extract resources, run them through a production chain on conveyor belts, and build up a military force to complete objectives. Mine goes to forge via conveyor belt, forge turns ore into steel, steel goes towards tanks, planes, and everything else you need. The supply chain element is light enough that you don't need to optimise much in the demo. One mine can supply 2 or 3 forges, and they produce at the same rate regardless of the length of the conveyor belt once they've got going. Factorio depth might be there in later maps when supply lines get longer. In the demo, it mostly just means waiting. 3 missions in the demo. First 2 pit you against an enemy base where you have to destroy it. The third is wave defense. I started with tanks, got comfortable, then I spotted an airfield and built stealth bombers for air support. That's when the friendly fire happened. Bombers circling their targets will sometimes arc back through their own blasts and also kill themselves, which is both a design problem and extremely funny to watch. After discovering the bombers were completely untouchable by any of the enemy I had, I stopped using tanks entirely. Wave defense mission, stealth bombers at each entrance. Done. Easy. The demo needs to sort out the balance before full release. Anti-air turrets exist, so putting them in the enemy's arsenal should help force a different strategy. The pathfinding is a known issue. Tanks get stuck behind trees, buildings, you end up guiding them round manually or just waiting. The dev has been actively patching since the demo launch, 18 updates and counting, and pathfinding is specifically on that list. That's a good sign. The biggest problem isn't the bombers or the pathfinding, it's the waiting. I played for 110 minutes and maybe 30 of those were actual gameplay. The rest was watching resources accumulate. I sorted my daughter's breakfast, came back. Did some chores, came back. That is not how an RTS should be played. A speed up option would turn this into a play, but without it, it sits as a maybe. No Steam reviews yet, full release in 2026 with no date confirmed. If you grew up with Command & Conquer, it will scratch that itch, and Frantic are clearly listening to the feedback. Just make sure you've got something else to do while the still builds up. My verdict is a maybe. I play the demos, you play the hits. I see you on the next one.